Hey y'all. Now what? Hey y'all. Welcome back. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I met you.
Yeah, we haven't done a video like this since before Christmas.
Yep.
And then we had enough videos, and then we went on a cruise, and we were done, and now we're here.
So we just went on a cruise. Y'all saw our series of unfortunate events and good times.
Yeah, on Norwegian Escape.
But we're used to Carnival, so we wanted to do a video comparing the two. Now that we've been on both, we had high expectations for Norwegian.
Yeah.
They did meet some of our very big exceeded some.
There are some pros and then there are some cons. So
we're gonna go over our pros and cons list,
and we'll let you know at the end if we would sell with them again or not. So
if we would sell. If we sell. Sale.
So this is our list.
Do you want to go with the pro first or con?
Well, let's start off with the con first, because the first thing that happened was the airplane.
We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll talk about customer service.
So we booked a flight through them for 4 people.
We booked the cruise too, like 8 months in advance.
8 months in advance.
So plenty of time.
We told them we wanted to go a day ahead of time, so we weren't going around with our heads cut off like chickens on the day of.
And we wanted to join. We had 2 cabins worth of people. We said we wanted to make sure that our itineraries matched for the flights, for everything.
Yep. So
that did not happen.
No, our other group with 3 people got the day ahead, so they were in Florida a day ahead of us, and we ended up flying the day of,
which means we got up at
3 o'clock in the morning.
You got up at 2:30 because y'all beat us to the airport for 30 minutes.
Oh, that's true. I got up early. I was excited though, but at the same time I was like, dang, I wish I was in Florida and not waking up at 2:30.
Right, because it didn't feel vacation. Like, I thought like flying there would feel vacation because like you wake up when you're there. That's not the situation. It was, oh my God, what time did we got there late to board, so no one, we got up at 2:30.
We got there after the flights and everything, the bus. We got there at 3:30. We thought we were gonna I think it was like 2:30, and I was afraid we were gonna miss it because they were like, oh, everybody has to be on.
Bus was delayed an hour.
Yeah, but we'll get into that. But starting with the flights, the customer service on the phone booked us the day of. We called. I'm sorry. This is what they said. I'm sorry. There's nothing we could do. I'm sorry.
They said unless we recorded the conversation, then there's no proof. So we were like, yep. Well, we called into you, so you recorded it, right? And they're like, nope, not that day. The person that answered the phone, how's that our fault, was an outbound person and not an inbound person, so it didn't automatically record.
Yeah.
So that is not considered a customer service issue with them.
Nope, it's our fault.
That's on us.
That's on us. And we called several times just to see if we can get different people, and they say something different.
We even called Delta. They said...
And Delta said you need to call them to change it. So they had the option of changing it, and they didn't.
That's true. And we were on that Facebook group, and other people, the same thing happened, and they were able to get theirs changed.
Yep.
So they just hated us. And then I called our concierge person. What are they called? The person that helps you out.
Oh, what are they called?
Mean from the beginning. We'd never booked
not
Norwegian.
Nice. No.
She was like, you should have called me first. I don't know who you are. I didn't know you existed.
Yeah.
Until you called me. Sorry. But I asked her if she could do anything, and she's like, no. Then she reached out afterwards for a survey, and I was like, I'm going to do you a favor. No. I'm going to hang up right now.
But that was the first thing. We also booked an excursion at Great Stirrup Cay. That's how they say it, Cay. Great Stirrup Cay. It's the last day of the cruise. We booked a clamshell. It was on there, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. So
because they give you when you book with the free at sea, you get $50
credit
off of an excursion.
Yes.
So the clamshell is $50.
But
so
yeah,
it would not even give you the option to pay.
Yep.
But we had a reservation confirmed. Our other group.
We had an email.
Had their reservation confirmed. Their clamshell never disappeared.
No, it stayed on there.
Ours disappeared from the app.
Yep. So when we were on the ship, Mikey, my brother, went up to the excursion desk and told them, hey, this is gone here, and here's my email printed off saying that we had it.
Yeah, because at first he was like, we can't do anything without proof. And we were like, how about them apples?
Yeah, he had to go back to the room, get his phone, show him the email, and blah, blah, blah. But long story short, we didn't get the clamshell. They did not care.
They won't do anything about it, and they said it was a glitch in the system. Glitch in the matrix, I guess.
Glitch in the matrix, so.
But they said if they were to fix the glitch, we wouldn't get a clamshell, and our other group would lose theirs.
Yeah. So
how is that a solution, y'all? Like everything that we did with customer service, it was customer disservice.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. And we're not like customer service kind of people, but
no, we're not, and we don't like to complain a lot. We don't go to customer service if something bad happens, but
we'll complain amongst ourselves.
We'll go and get it fixed
because we're not mean commenters. We're not.
No, we're not. And
suggestion people.
And we're used with Carnival when they mess up. We're used to them fixing it.
Oh, they fix it and then they apologize and send you strawberries and champagne.
And they send you gifts in your room. Norwegian is not like that. That's not who they are. So, no. But that was two of the things.
Well, another thing too, while you're talking about that, on Carnival too, when you participate in like a game or like a karaoke or something, they also send you like a nice little note to your room. Like,
something.
Strawberries that we never eat, but it is the thought that counts.
Yeah.
We need to talk about water too. I didn't see that on your list.
No, I got a little list here. So,
do you want to talk about water real quick before we forget?
Yeah, let's do the water.
Water is not included.
No, not in the drink package. Is it the Premier? Or
It's the one that you have to pay an extra like $300.
Yeah, an extra $300 per person.
Per person.
And we're talking about the drink package that is the general one that everybody gets. Free at sea, and not the Premier, whatever it's called, the extra.
So, like on Carnival, for example, because we're comparing the two, so we can talk about it. On Carnival, you can go to the bar and you can ask for a bottle of water, and it's free all the time, unless you're in port, and everything, when you're in port and you get drinks, they get taxed. So some people are complaining they got charged 12 cents for water.
No.
It was 12 cents.
Yep, they don't understand.
For
so.
Norwegian, it was like $5 a bottle.
Dang it. Yeah, Norwegian, it was, for Norwegian, it was about $5 a bottle.
For a liter. It was a nice size.
And it was like a biodegradable water, and it's big.
It's a carton.
So what we did is, our other group, they got bottled waters, and we just grabbed theirs and filled ours with waters. And Norwegian has these flavored waters that are delicious.
Okay, yes, that is a pro.
If you don't like a lot of sugar, Norwegian is a place to go for drinks.
Yeah.
So
we're talking the buffet drinks. So like the lemonade, like on Carnival, it's like lemonade,
tea,
and then there's another fruity drink, maybe like fruit
punch or something.
I
can't remember.
Overwhelmingly sweet. These are like the flavored water that's called Hint. That's what they taste like. So
just a hint
of sugar in them, but they were refreshing.
They were really refreshing.
I filled my water up with it, and then people were getting all mean, like, "That's so nasty, refilling your water."
Whatever, you're on vacation. Enjoy yourself.
Recycle.
Yeah, you were recycling, guys. Come on now.
I'm sure he left a comment card.
Let's do some pros. So, the drink package.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can drink whatever you want, however much you want. Do whatever you want.
Okay, so Carnival limits you to 15 drinks, which doesn't sound like you'll ever get there.
You do.
You do.
Especially if you have a bad day.
If
somebody almost
kidnaps you. If you almost get kidnapped one time in Costa Maya.
Yeah, be careful.
You reach your 15 before it's dark. Speaking from personal experience.
Yeah.
But on Norwegian, so you're not limited to drinks. So you can try things, and if they're gross, you don't feel like, well, I have to drink it. Because I don't.
No.
Yeah. Or if you're doing karaoke, and you're like, I need to get lit real quick. And your mother-in-law drinks your last wine while you're gone. You don't get no more. But on Norwegian, you can. And you can get 2 at a time.
Yeah, 2 at a time. You don't have to wait 5 minutes in between.
Norwegian. Or not on Carnival. Sorry, it's 5 minutes.
Norwegian says 5 minutes in between, but when you have 2 drinks, it's taking more than 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. But still, they do not care.
They don't care.
They're handing out the drinks like it's nothing.
Yeah, so like you want 4 champagnes? Okay.
Okay.
Here you go, 4 champagnes. So we were smart, and like when we went to the
bars.
The mojito place, the Sugar Cane.
Oh, in our video,
The flights were like $16 and were not on the package, and you got a little one of each. So no, you can get 2 each. We each got 2, and we had giant flights.
Yes.
For free. That's the way to do it, kids.
That's how you do it. So unless
pro tip,
if you have multiple people, do that. If not, just keep on going until you're done.
Different ones because they weren't as good as I thought they were going to be.
I didn't like them that much, but I'm not a big mojito fan.
It Sugar Cane, but I do love mojitos, but it was sweet.
I do have a suggestion for drinks. If you have somebody who talks in your group, like Teresa, make friends. Because we made a friend
with our bartender.
Atrium Bar. What
Kevin.
Is it? Kevin. Yes. His name is Kevin.
Oh, sweet baby.
He always and also tip. Bring $1 or $2 or.
We were at the end. We were tipping him $20, and he was our server the whole day. Anytime we were down there, no matter how busy he was, he came over and he would get us Starbucks.
He got us. He would find us one time. Snacks. Teresa found him at the bar, and then she told him we were in the boardroom.
Like
because there was no tables big enough for our group. He got in there and he brought us drinks. So
He came in there and
we had our own
instead
service.
of kicking us out, he was like, "What do y'all want to drink?"
Yeah. But with
Loved
Carnival, you don't get that. You have to order one drink, wait 5 minutes, get another one, and then you have to sign.
That's the thing too. Yeah. So they print out a
Signing.
ticket for you to sign. So even though
On
you
Carnival.
on Carnival, yes, Carnival, you paid your prepaid gratuities, but they will print out a form for you every single time. Even if you just get a water every time, and you feel compelled to tip more. And like I said, we always give cash out and we do prepaid. So it's just
not
a little awkward.
Sign. Yeah, it's a little awkward, and then you sign, and
Then you feel like a jerk. Every time I put a line through tip, I was
Yeah.
a
That's how you feel. But with
Even if I left
Norwegian,
cash.
you don't have to do that. They just bring it
No.
to you, and that's it. So that was a
There's
positive.
no folio. You don't have to worry about losing your card. That's
Yeah.
the thing too. Many times we left our cards because
Left-
there's no folio.
Yeah. So that's why Norwegian is
They win.
excelling on
They
that.
win 1,000 to 1 on the drink package.
Because it's nice to go on vacation and not worry about. Side note, we don't normally drink like this in our everyday lives. It's
Drinking
just
wine right
vacation.
now.
And if you drinking wine now because
Yeah.
it's the evening. This is for the people who like to drink on vacation.
Yep.
And the drinks aren't as sweet either.
They're not. They
As
don't put as
Carnival.
much sugar.
On
And you can tell
Norwegian,
them too, less sugar.
Yeah, on Norwegian you can tell them less sugar, and the drinks are good. My drink of choice was called the Aperol Spritz. Delicious.
We got that recommendation from the friend I made because I was drunk and talking to strangers. Our first, we got that recommendation, and then I got my favorite drink was the James specifically Jaime's old fashioned.
Oh yeah, y'all like that. I'm not a bourbon whiskey person.
It was good.
I would say
That's my 2 cents.
the drinks were really good over by the dining rooms. I can't remember what was it called.
It's between taste and savor. It's I think it's called Mix.
The mix bar or something.
There's always two waiters or bartenders there, and they are just slinging drinks like crazy.
They do a good job.
So fast, so furious, so nice.
Most bartenders were nice. The one at the mojito bar, he did not care.
No, he was a jerk.
We didn't even go back.
Yeah. We never went back. That's
Yeah.
true.
So customer service is a big deal for us. Okay, let's do another pro. The service at their port. Great
You talk
Stirrup.
about that one because I didn't get off.
Great Stirrup Cay. Well, we went there. Mikey and Teresa didn't go. They weren't feeling well, and
We're feeling well. We missed our baby really bad. So.
it was the last day of the cruise. 7 days long.
We just rode
cruise.
elevators the whole time because you could get on and go to anywhere you wanted to the whole time. So we're just like, let's go on elevator rides.
Great Stirrup Cay. Me, Cameron Kelly, my mom, and the other group that went. We went there. It was my favorite day, I think. Other than Dominican Republic. I love that day. But Great Stirrup Cay, just because you didn't have to pay for drinks or you didn't have to pay for food, but I was full when I got there, and when I got hungry, they shut down. So I ate half of Kelly's food, which it was a pork sandwich, pulled pork with coleslaw. Delicious. Delicious. It was the best pulled pork sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Dang it.
Yeah. The line, what I've heard on this cruise is they were understaffed. I didn't hear that till after the cruise.
Oh, that makes plenty of sense now.
That's why all the lines were long. The lines to get a beer at their island, it was right behind us. It took maybe about 15 minutes each time. So
you get 2 at a time.
2 at a time, yeah. And I just kept on going up there drinking, and the water was calm. It was beautiful. I saw beautiful fish. It was just a perfect day, just laying and doing nothing. I do want to say we were in the clamshells that we reserved, but this is the other group.
One that got reserved.
The one that we reserved from the other group, they got to keep. Ours was gone. But I want to say when we were there, we were like, oh well, can we just pay for one while we're here? And he's like, no, it's booked full. Well, most of the clamshells and the umbrellas, nobody came and claimed. I guess they were doing other things on the island. I don't know.
Or it was a glitch in the system.
Glitch in the system, and they didn't show up. I don't know. But like an hour in, I was like, there's nobody here. When we first got there, it first opened, and there was a guy checking your reservations to make sure. But like an hour and a half in, they were gone. They were working somewhere else. So I just grabbed an umbrella seat, and I popped it up, and I used that the rest of the day. So I suggest that if you don't see anybody there. But it didn't come from me. So if you get in trouble, don't blame me. That was the best one. There is walking to get to your spot more than I thought there were, but it's not that bad. It really isn't. But
it seems like very casual.
Yeah, very casual, relaxing day, which is perfect for your last day to do nothing. Because that's what I like to do. On my last day, nothing. And I was worried. I was like, I don't like that there's an excursion on the last day, but I'm going to talk about the customer service on the boat. This is probably the worst thing for us.
I need more wine. I need more wine for this part.
Yeah, just thinking about it, and you're like,
I'm getting more wine. Hold on. Let's talk about customer service.
Customer service. So this is maybe the make it or break it part.
Customer disservice. Carry on.
First part was the airplane. We already talked about that, and they weren't very nice about it.
And it was Norwegian's fault. Let's be clear.
Even though we had the receipts. But oh well. The next thing, customer service about our beds.
Your bed.
So we booked a family suite, right?
It's not a suite. It was a family.
Ocean view.
Yeah.
Family ocean view.
Practically, it was a suite. It was huge. The room was amazing.
It was huge. Had
Best room ever stayed
storage.
in. We paid $5,000 for it. Should have been great, but
so me and Kelly.
But it slept.
Advertised as sleeps 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
It does not, and it's even in there. It says trundle bed. So I get there, and there's a king size 2 twins for Mikey and Teresa, and then there's the couch that turns into a full size bed. And I asked the steward guy.
So at most, that sleeps 4. 2 on the couch sofa bed, 2 on the king size bed. Nobody's sleeping. Stephanie's not sleeping between me and Mikey on our cruise. No. The king size bed. Also, you can't sleep in the middle because it's 2 twins.
Yep, for sure. But I asked the room steward guy. I was like, there's supposed to be a trundle. His name was August. He was sweet. And I asked him about it. He's like, oh, I can't. And I think there was a little bit of a language barrier. So I ended up going to customer service. I get up to customer service, and she's like, I can help whoever's next. And then she just had an attitude the whole time. What happened? I should have wrote this down because it's probably the worst customer service I've ever had in my life.
You went twice.
I told her.
Asking for a bed.
Yeah.
In a room that we paid $4,444
Advertised 5 people with a trundle.
Yes.
And I told her this, and she's like, oh, well, I'll call the steward and tell him to bring you a bed. And I was like, well, I already talked. I shouldn't have said this. But I said, I already talked to him. He said he couldn't. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, there's nothing we could do then. And I was like, but I paid for a room with a trundle bed. So
I paid for a bed.
I paid for a week.
And she's on this damn boat.
And she was like, well, there's nothing I can do. I was like, well, and then I was like, well, can you at least give me extra, what do you call it, the covers that go over you? Comforters and pillows, and I'll just sleep on the floor. And she was like, okay. And then she looked down, and I'm just there staring at her. I'm like, is there anything else? Like, bye. And she's like, no, that's everything. And then I just walked off. I was so mad. It doesn't
sound that bad, but when you're on vacation, you pay $4,444. You want a bed.
You want a bed.
When it advertises sleeps 5, and it doesn't. You slept on the floor one night.
I slept on the floor one night. Me and Kelly, we slept on the couch. It was doable, but it was. By the way, that couch is very uncomfortable, very old. It divots. Kelly's part was really, really, really hard. She said it was the worst sleep she's ever had in her life.
Man. And usually cruise sleep is great because it rocks you to sleep.
I've never been so uncomfortable, and it was hot. It's always hot, but it was just sometimes it was cold, sometimes not cold. It felt good. I don't know, because when I told her I was going to sleep on the floor, she was like, okay. Like, she was very happy that I was going to sleep on the floor. I don't know.
It's a great solution.
It just seemed like they all hated their job. Whereas a Carnival, even if they hate their job, you don't know it. You don't know.
I try to talk to so many of these employees into going to Carnival. Just because it was awful from one thing to another, and it was salt in the open wound when you would go talk to them like, hey, you canceled our clamshell. They were like, sorry. Middle fingers to you.
Customer service.
Suck it.
Yeah.
I even said, I'm going to flip this countertop with it. So bad. And I've never met on vacation. When things don't work out, I'm just like, I complain about it, but I never do anything. And he was like, can I help the next person?
I heard other people had a great experience. They loved it. Maybe that's
the people that went with us, that everything worked out for them like it should. They had a great time.
Yeah, if everything worked out.
They were tired about us talking about Carnival.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm over it.
We know this is about our experiences.
Our experiences, whereas other people had a perfect time and nothing happened to them. But this was our very first time on Norwegian, so.
On Norwegian.
Yeah. The dining. I think at the time I was like, this is crap. The dining experience, because we would order drinks, they didn't come. There was one night where 3 of us ordered 2 appetizers, which is normal for our cruise because you want to taste things.
Yeah.
All 3 of us.
And the appetizers are this big.
Yeah. 2 people may have gotten an appetizer.
Or the wrong
3 of
thing
us
completely.
Yeah, the 3 of us got one of our appetizers, but the other appetizers we didn't get. Somebody would order a main meal, they would get something else, or for Mikey, poor Mikey, there were several times his meal didn't come at all.
He got screwed like 4 times. That breakfast, though, we tried to do the main dining breakfast one time just so we could show you all, and we didn't.
Let me tell you, dinner is supposed to be like 2 hours long, which is normal. So if you don't like long dinners,
it is
don't
an experience.
Yes. Breakfast was about, that one time we went, it was 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
I called it, what did I say? What did I call it? No dinner and a show.
No dinner and a show. That's what it was. We did get drinks eventually, but at one point we had like 4 waiters come over, including the manager. The manager. We were there for 2 hours and didn't get any food. So we had to go. So many
people coming at us, asking us to get things, and then they would leave and not come back.
Never come back. Right. There was nothing, and it wasn't busy at all. That was the weird thing. I don't know what happened there, but we ended up not getting our breakfast because after 2 hours, we had to go because the excursion desk was closing.
And we needed to talk about their clamshell.
Before we knew they were going to give us the middle finger on our clamshell we booked.
But yeah, Mikey and Teresa didn't, nobody had their food when they left. As soon as they
2 hours in, y'all.
As soon as they leave, they bring the food.
We're not complainers.
They didn't bring all the food. Some food came out like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after. And I did get to taste some of their food. Their cold oatmeal stuff. You sent me a picture of that muesli. The cold oatmeal?
I think it's called muesli, right?
It was delicious.
I want to say muesli.
It was good. I loved it.
It looked really good. You sent me the picture and I was like...
It was delicious once it came out 2.5 hours later. I think we asked for sodas.
I think that's where we confused him. Because we asked for Cokes and we never got Cokes.
But later on we found out that they didn't have Cokes there. They had to go all the way at the other end of the ship and go up to the... buffet and get Cokes. And I was like, just tell us these things.
They would have said that, would have been like, oh no, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was...
Just give us a Bloody Mary instead.
No breakfast.
Oh, and then a Bloody Mary got spilt on your mom and Gladys.
Well, wasn't my mom kind of flaily? My mom was a little
It wasn't her. It was the poor little waiter. He tripped. And they were like mean to him in front of us. It was awkward. We're like, what's fine? And then they dropped a peach Bellini on them. They were like, okay, you get 1, but 2 spilled drinks.
No. And then we were at HTO bar and it was tight quarters. There was a lot of people at the H2O bar. And we were standing at our little table and the guy's coming with his drinks and a lady bumps into him and it splashes all over me. So 3 times our group got splashed on.
I'm usually the one that gets your drinks on me. You always find a way. I didn't this time. I've had me. I mean, the Bloody Mary was kind of more of an inconvenience because you're only picking off olives, but it's fine.
Pick it off and eat it. Thanks for my snack.
But they didn't replace it.
Oh no! I forgot about that.
Sorry, people were wet and sticky, and they were like, "But I'm thirsty. Wet and sticky and thirsty."
I guess I'll just lick it off.
We never went back to the main dining breakfast. It was not a good experience. Okay, so shows next program. We say shows. We went to one. The only one that counts.
The recommended
one. Choir of Man. I'm not kidding when I say surprise. I'm going to ruin the ending. I will do another cruise only if I can go see Choir of Man again. If it's not offered, I'm not doing it.
And I would love to.
It's so worth it.
I was recording the whole time.
You're allowed to record and take pictures the whole time.
On Carnival, you can't. But yeah, the Choir of Men, best show. I almost didn't go because compared to Carnival doesn't have good shows, you know.
No.
I mean, it's MediaCorp.
And Mikey even performed in the show one time and still.
Did
he? Yeah, he was Garth Brooks. He won a karaoke contest.
I don't remember this. You have to go book it, though.
As soon as you get on the ship,
first thing you do. But there is a line of standby people who are waiting to get in there, too. So everybody talks about how good it is.
Book the comedy shows, and we recommend on our ship.
What was his name?
Warren B. Hall was our favorite. They were both good, but Warren B. Hall was better. But you have to book it as soon as you get on. So you
book everything you can as soon as you get on. Don't diddle-daddle, fart around.
Let's talk about that comedy show real quick while we're here. So this is specifically The Escape, and it had nothing to do with the comedians at all.
Nope.
It was the seating and the giant columns in the middle of the 1-floor room.
Yes. So they have tall seating.
The tall pub chairs.
So if you're not skinny as can be, even then, you're going to lose feeling in your legs.
That wasn't the biggest problem. So it was a problem with it being the pub style chairs.
That's
the
one of the
problems. Was the seats were so close, your knees were hitting the person's seat in front of you.
You literally had this much space.
It was awful.
So when you needed to move, both people had to move chairs out of the way.
When you have to get up to go to the bathroom, everybody in your row has to get out. There's not enough room for you to crab walk around. Yeah. Everybody had to go.
Everybody had to move.
We didn't stay. Me and my husband ended up leaving because we were like,
it was so uncomfortable.
It was giving me anxiety. Too. Their app, their messaging service is god awful. It'll give you the most anxiety you've ever had in your life. You have to use it because otherwise
mine didn't work the whole time.
The whole time I could not get a hold of her. But it goes off of Wi-Fi constantly.
And I heard people were saying who actually paid for Wi-Fi, they weren't able to get on Wi-Fi. So they paid for nothing.
Well, we had free Wi-Fi because the first 2 people to book a room on the...
It didn't last long.
What is it called again? I just said it already.
Free at sea.
Thank you, Mikey. On the free at sea, the first 2 people that booked the room, which Kelly did it, but she gave it to me, Mikey, you get a free dining experience each, which was
Mikey and Teresa did that.
I would do that. If we go French again, I'm doing the French bistro every single night. It was fantastic. What was my point? Oh, the Wi-Fi. You're supposed to get free Wi-Fi too. It never worked.
It never worked
at all.
And people were complaining.
So I just turned it off. So I was like, I'm gonna end up paying for this. And
people who actually paid for it were complaining about it. So I don't know if it was that ship.
I wanted it so we could FaceTime.
We're gonna go through now. I'm gonna go through most of the pros, like maybe quick here. Bigger bathroom. The bathrooms on the ship, amazing. They were big. You didn't have to squeeze.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Because the thing is, when you go on a summer vacation, you're wearing dresses mostly, and I like to wear maxi dresses, like the long dresses. So on Carnival, you just pick your dress up and go. Your leg is going over the bowl of the toilet because the door goes in because you're on a boat, so they're not going out because it's a hazard.
On Norwegian,
so you have to do the limbo and go back, and you put your leg over the bowl. But on Norwegian, they put the stalls sideways,
and the door goes out.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Are you sure?
No, the door still went in. It's a boat thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. Either way, there's plenty of space.
However, you don't know if somebody's there. You have to watch. Okay, so they only have lines. So Carnival will say vacant or occupied. They do get credit for that. On Norwegian, it's a line this way or a line this way. And I'd always say it's occupied this way. Like they're in bed, they're sleeping, it's occupied. If it's up and down, it was...
I think you did that though, and it was like the opposite on one.
No. So you did. You walked in on 2 different people. I never did.
I knocked.
You knocked and you still walked in on them?
No, I didn't walk in. Oh, no. The family restroom. Be careful, guys. Because the family restroom is very hard to figure out. And I walked in on a guy...
It looks like a hospital bathroom.
It's huge.
There's a lot of things and like buttons and like cleaning products and it's
you have to press this to keep it closed and apparently
it looks
you didn't.
100% just
and
like
it happened again
bathroom.
On another woman. So just knock on the family doors first. There, the smoking areas. There's more smoking areas.
A lot more smoking areas. So you could go to Spice H2O. You could go to what's that bar called? The Wave Bar.
The Wave Bar, yeah.
The one that overlooks the pool. I think in the.
We never really went to that one.
We never, like twice because
there were spots on the side.
It was so busy, but Spice H2O was the place to go because it wasn't as busy.
Drinks.
They had 3 bartenders, and they had bartenders walking around, which Wave Bar did not. And you can smoke over there only on one side of the ship, though. You can't smoke.
Yeah, but it was still a big area.
That's something Carnival does not have. Carnival, they only have smoking sections on the side. And in the casino, except for that one week we went during COVID, I'll never forgive them.
Yeah, they went last year and we couldn't smoke.
Specifically one
And then
week.
they decided this was a mistake.
Nobody was in the casino, y'all. Yeah. We all went to the casino and the bartenders were standing there like,
so if you don't smoke, this doesn't matter to you. But
it doesn't.
There's quite a few
does
smokers.
if you don't want to go near smoke.
Yeah, if you don't want to go near smoke.
The Wave Bar overlooking the pool, you can smoke. Spice H2O, you can smoke. The casino, let's talk about casino placement.
Casino placement is a little bit crazy. They have it down the hallway.
It's a horseshoe shape around, so you know that like the cone of fire and the atrium, the pretty cone light display.
Oh, the swirly.
It looks like a pine cone to me.
Yeah.
Or a swirly.
It's like diamonds in the sky.
It looks like sparkle like diamond in the sky. So the casino goes around it like a horseshoe. Problem is you can smoke in the casino on one half. So when you're in the French bistro trying to get your lobster thermidor on, it smells like stale smoke in a trailer.
That's been there for years.
It's been there, like 30-year-old stale smoke.
And even if you were just walking through in the bottom,
you smell it the whole time. You go through the art hallway. It smells like stale smoke.
It smelled really bad. I don't know why Carnival doesn't have that.
Carnival's got that going on because they have it. They don't have it in the atrium, so the smoke's not going everywhere. Yeah. And they have smoke heaters in there too. So you walk through there and you can smell. You can smell stale smoke, but it's not like overwhelming your senses like when you're trying to eat.
Yeah.
A French food, a duck l'orange.
Well, I mean, I guess that kind of goes with French because apparently the French Most
I
of
do
them
smoke, but I don't want to smell it when I'm trying to eat fancy food.
Yeah, but that's the thing to be aware of. Yeah, the casino. I always, whenever I go on Carnival, I always put like $100 in, and no, not even 100. It's more like 50. And I'll go home with 70 to 100 usually each time.
Yes. You're right.
This time there was no bonuses, nothing. There's no fun. There's no loud noises. Came home with $0, and that was my casino experience.
The only reason we came home with $150 from it is because we played roulette and we played our baby's birthday and Mikey played our anniversary. I was like, I'm playing our birthday. Nothing. But our baby's birth month, and our anniversary won, so we won $150. We played twice and you win $72 on a $2 bet. So anyway, other than that,
if you go
Carnival gauges their machines, you play the first night when you're playing the casino. I usually win enough to just nickel and dime my way through the rest of the week.
And there's always bonuses.
They give you offers. Mm-hmm. So when you book a cruise, if you go on Facebook and do the Facebook group, and there's always somebody that does a slot pool tournament, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, since we booked this cruise almost a year in advance, I'm going to be that person this time. So I loved it. I love meeting the people. We had a good time. But would have had a better time had our $1,600 investment had a single bonus.
No bonus.
Not one. No free games. No bonus.
And how long were we doing that? It was a long time.
It was
like
so
many people.
Over an hour because everybody put in $20. And it was like a $600 investment initially. But I figured out the math, and we reinvested that money to equate to $1,600. Do you know what Norwegian gave me as a thank you? $3.41.
Yeah. Carnival definitely does a lot better.
No offers. I've had no offers in my emails for free things. Yeah. But I know on a cruise, the last cruise I went on Carnival, the person that organized it, and they had less people than we did, he got a free suite offered to him after that.
So Norwegian does nickel and dime you. So.
That is a thing. But if you're going to the casino, don't even waste your time on machines. There was, at the end, there was hardly anybody on machines.
Yeah.
Just
hardly anybody on the machines.
The craps table, though, that was busy.
I like going to the machines because it's fun. And Carnival
was real smashed together, too. Carnival
is really weird.
Carnival knows where their bread is buttered, and their casino's a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot more noises, and I guess that's what gets you into the mood.
The machines are all quiet, and I would hit a bonus, and I'd be like, nobody even heard that I won $3.
Playing golf?
Right. Tennis club.
More pros is O'Sheehan's, the most delicious.
You said arcade.
Oh, yeah, the arcade. They have a large arcade.
You didn't know that is it expensive. We have a video on it. It is very expensive.
It's very expensive.
One game of janky little baby pin golf is like, was it $7?
Yeah, it was too much, but it is larger than Carnival's.
Which if you don't waste $100 in the casino, you have more to work with.
O'Sheehan's, probably the best place they have there. It's very busy. It would be. Very busy all the time. It was always crowded.
Yes.
Except for maybe at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Even then, it was yes.
The Norwegian was booked full.
Max
capacity.
4,000 people.
4,000 people. So it was busy all the time.
2,000 crew.
But the food is delicious. The Irish guy from the Choir of Men.
All of them.
All of them said the fish and chips taste basically the same as it is over there. So.
And Jordan all said that it was
fish and
very
chips.
comparable.
The service is better there. The desserts are better there.
I will say I feel bad for the poor waiters and waitresses at O'Sheahan's because Micah, she was there every single time we went, whether it was 11 in the morning or 9 in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Or 2 in the morning. She was always there. So please, God, make sure you tip those people because they work their butts off.
Yes, they do.
And they're very sweet. And if you tell them that it's somebody's birthday, they'll go above and beyond to embarrass them.
Mm-hmm. The brew house.
The
brew house, what's it called? Tap house? No.
I think it's called the Tap House. We had a horrible experience there.
The service was not good. They basically
It's our experience, y'all. Don't come after us.
Yeah, he didn't serve us, and then when they saw we were leaving because we weren't being taken care of, he said, "Hey, wait.
It was embarrassing.
What do you want now?"
But we've been staying there forever. We're the only people at the bar, and all these guys were coming up, and they were taking care of them, and we were
they ignored us. So I don't know what was
up
with that.
We have Cash Money Records, and he was like, "Men, no." Yeah. Is that what it felt like?
Yeah. As we were leaving, he was like, "Hold on. Oh, wait, you're leaving. Come here." So there were lots of hot tubs. The kids.
We never got in them.
We don't get in the hot tubs because they're always full of people in Hot tubs are dirty.
People can pee in there,
That
and then you're sitting in
foam-
hot pee.
That foam you see in hot tubs,
God.
people love it. People love it. The foam you see in hot tubs is dirt from people's body,
It's your
and skin,
dirt,
and
it's
everything.
your oil, it's your skin, it's your spray tan.
And
I never get in them because I'm always spray tanned, so I'm not going to do it.
That's true. It will come off of you.
I've got in my hot tub, maybe once this year. Cause I'm always...
Not for us though.
The kids splash area though.
The kids splash pool area is very nice for kids.
It is on the escape specifically.
If you have kids, they're gonna love it.
It was huge. It was nice. There was nobody ever there. The parents were all seemed like they all got along. I really miss my baby every time I walk past it. It would look so much fun. They had like the buckets that dumped.
Yeah, it was like a little splash
huge
area that you see at pool.
It was very
things,
professional. It was like Kentucky Kingdom, but
amusement
like
parks.
It was like
Safari.
fancy neighborhood splash park.
Yeah. Even more fancy.
Like Norton Commons.
Because they had the bucket and everything. So if you have a kid, they would love it. One thing, I only went to the dinner 3 times. But the 2 times when we went, I liked that there was no dancing and interruption. Because on Carnival, they do a show.
It's awkward.
It's really cheesy.
I always participate because I feel bad for them and I have empathy and I don't want them to feel like they're just like performing for us with the napkins by themselves. So I feel like I have to perform to make them feel less awkward.
It's just a really cheesy show.
It's cheesy.
Some people love it, like the older people, which is
I do like the last when they do like the
they do the little shimmy.
We got maracas, you want to shake them. I love that dance.
But I don't miss like the people coming around doing the card tricks and all that. The magic show. I hate that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
Yes, it's not as common anymore.
And if you don't bring cash and they walk and they wait for that tip, it's really awkward. And then there was they have dance parties at H2O.
Yes.
The best one is the Latino one. Everyone's dancing. It was fun.
You say Latino because we
have it on our video.
Alex Sanchez. But it's called... What was it called?
Latino dance party.
It wasn't Latino. It was
Latin.
There it is.
Latin dance party.
We got there together.
Same thing.
It was freaking awesome because they teach you like the most basic dance steps of like just a generic like salsa or whatever. It was so fun. Yep. And the thing is, when you're teaching people dance moves, everybody gets on the dance floor because they all want to learn because we're all like, these are my dance moves. Yeah. We need to learn things. So then everybody gets on. So it's like a big party out of nowhere and we're just dancing and making friends, and it was just so much fun.
But most of the pros. We talked about a lot of the cons, false advertising, trying to get as much money out as you.
Everything is extra cost.
Excursions are expensive.
We didn't do any excursions because they started at like $150 for like the most generic of excursions.
And one of my favorite parts was Great Stirrup Cay, and when we went to Dominican Republic, we didn't do excursion. We just
the port was so good.
Had a beer in our hand, tasted their cart of food, of balls of potatoes, or whatever. And that was good.
They call it yuca. I say yucca.
Yeah.
Yucca.
And
yucca balls.
That was probably one of my favorite times.
I loved the food from that place. And that guy was so nice.
And it was chill.
Yeah. Very chill. You could drink El Presidente beer and just like do your own thing and there's no agenda.
At the time of the cruise, I said I would never do Norwegian again.
Yep, same.
But
you didn't have a bed, bud.
Didn't have bed and all that stuff that happened. The drink package that we had, the medium level, not the highest level.
The free.
We talked a little bit. No, it doesn't include the water. It doesn't include coffee. Especially coffee.
Well,
energy drinks.
Starbucks, it is not. I will say Norwegian has Starbucks, which I'm a fan. My husband thinks it tastes like burnt car tires, so he's not.
I didn't even try it, but it was nice that I knew it was there.
I had a couple Americanos because Kevin would go get it for me. I said I had to wait in line. See, I can remember in there.
So, but yeah, that's
Would you go on Norwegian again?
That's the question. Would we go on Norwegian again? You go first.
If choir of man's involved, yes, ma'am, I would. It is that good. I wouldn't do the escape again because here's the thing about bigger ships. Bigger ships have more people, more crew, usually.
Y'all did the math on it.
And more passengers. But they have the same amount of common area.
I would go back. If it's not Port Canaveral, I'm booking my own flight. If it's a 5-day cruise, I don't want to do 7. Smaller ship.
That was our problem too.
Smaller ship.
Do a smaller ship. Do like the breakaway would be better than the escape.
Maybe, yeah. And
but we do want to do the Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. We're gonna do
both.
If I had to pick, I would pick Carnival just because the customer service, they treated us so bad. I'm still kind of like,
You didn't have a bed. You
didn't have a bed.
And our flights were so bad.
It was my first flights too, and they were all bad.
So,
I guess
if you had to choose Carnival or Norwegian?
Oh, Carnival.
Carnival.
Just because I like. I like their setup more.
We've done 8 Carnivals to 1 Norwegian.
We have. We were expecting it to be. It just wasn't as fun.
Well, they make fun of Carnival the whole time too. That hurt my feelings because like they're my fans.
Yeah,
the comedians and the employees and everybody were like, Carnival.
Oh, it didn't hurt my. I know because
it actually hurt my feelings.
Oh,
it did.
But these are the same people who, well, y'all too. Give it a chance. Give it a Carnival chance.
I talked to the employees and they were told, like, one employee who never had to contract with any other cruise ship was like, oh, so Carnival was a mess and never to go with them. And I was like,
yeah, everyone says don't go with Carnival. So we went on Norwegian just to try it out. And Carnival, I had a lot more fun. I'm sorry.
Somebody literally jumped off the ship we went on the week after.
Too much fun. Too much.
And I would still go back on that boat. So Norwegian does have a better drink package overall, like a billion times better.
That's one of the reasons why I would go back.
But Carnival has the apothecary bar.
Apothecary, nobody can beat it.
Nobody can beat it.
Sorry.
Basil lemon drop, girl.
Mine's the cucumber
sunrise.
Oh, but yeah, if I had to choose, I'd pick Carnival over Norwegian. All right, guys.
Sorry, this was so dang on long. We have our feels.
There was a lot to say.
There was.
If you like Norwegian, that's completely fine. I've liked it enough now that
there
I've
were
calmed
so many
down.
parts. We have definitely calmed down. I was ready to call El Presidente and be like, these people.
That's how bad it was.
But I wouldn't.
But now that we've calmed down and it's past, it was a nice cruise. We had fun.
It was. There were some really good parts to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would pick Carnival over Norwegian, but I would still go on a Norwegian in a 5-day cruise.
I would never do a 7-day.
I just don't think, even with Carnival, I don't think I want to do a 7-day cruise.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I miss my house, miss my dog, I miss my baby. It's not enough.
If you're still with us, I'm surprised. Thank you.
Hi, Linda.
Thanks for watching. Glad y'all are still here.
And until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. You didn't have a bed.
I didn't have a bed.
You didn't.
Yeah, Winston agrees. No bed. Look at the pimple.